Have you ever wondered just how much personal space you or your student truly have once you step onto school grounds? It is a question many young people and their families think about when it comes to personal belongings and privacy. Yes, students absolutely have privacy rights in school searches, but these rights are not the same as those adults have outside of school. The United States Supreme Court has established that school officials do not need a warrant or probable cause to conduct a search. Instead, they need what is called reasonable suspicion. This standard of reasonable suspicion comes from a landmark Supreme Court case, New Jersey versus TLO, which stands for TLO. The court recognized that while students do have Fourth Amendment rights, which protect against unreasonable searches and seizures, schools also have a critical need to maintain a safe and orderly learning environment. Therefore, a school search is generally considered reasonable if it is justified at its start and if the scope of the search is reasonably related to the circumstances that initially led to the search. This means school officials must have a specific reason to believe a particular student possesses something prohibited or is violating a rule. They cannot simply search students randomly without any cause. If you or your student are faced with a school search, it is important to remember a few key things. First, remain just calm and cooperate physically while clearly stating that you do not consent to the search. You have the right to ask why the search is being conducted and what school rule or law is suspected to be broken. It is also wise to request that a witness, like another school official, be present during the search. Knowing your rights helps you navigate the situation respectfully and effectively, and you can always seek guidance from a trusted adult or legal counsel afterward if you believe your rights were violated. Understanding the difference between individualized suspicion and general sweeps is crucial. Individualized suspicion means school officials suspect you specifically. General sweeps, like locker checks or metal detector screenings applied to everyone, are often considered permissible because they are not targeting one person without cause. However, even during these general measures, school officials still cannot go on a fishing expedition into a student's personal belongings without a good reason. For example, a random search of a backpack without any specific concern about that particular backpack would likely exceed this reasonable suspicion standard. This distinction ensures a balance between school safety and individual student rights. Ultimately, recognizing your privacy rights in school searches is a vital part of advocating for a fair and just educational experience. By understanding the concept of reasonable suspicion and how it applies to school environments, students can feel more empowered and confident. It is about fostering an environment where safety and respect for individual privacy coexist, preparing students to confidently navigate their rights in various situations.